Hi there and welcome back to the Dukascopy Studios here in Geneva. I'm joined today by André Delafontaine from Go Beyond Investing to discuss the art versus the science of startup investing. So André, welcome to the studios.
Hello Jessica, thank you very much for having me over again.
So what are the different ranges in amounts in startup investing?
So typically we invest between 200,000 and 2 million collectively per round per company, and we come in after the founders, family and friends have put in their own money, but before venture capitalists, family offices, strategic corporate investors put in much larger amounts, and these usually buy out the startup that we have invested in. Now individually, investors can put in as little as 4,000 Swiss francs up to much larger amounts, but collectively as a group we put in 200,000 to 2 million.
Great, so when looking at the art versus the science of investing, you've had 7 years experience in this area, so what have been your findings?
So yeah, in the beginning we'd heard a lot of anecdotal evidence about investors making very good money on certain deals. At the same time we're hearing a number of people who had lost a lot of their money. So we tried to compile a large amount of data, a history of 7 years, 160 investors investing, 1,000 transactions, and we compiled this data trying to find out what actually worked and what didn't. So our findings overall are that 87% of our investors have positive gross returns, and actually once investors have made more than 5 investments, as we can see here, each one of these blue dots is actually one investor's portfolio. For example, this investor made 18 investments and has 45% per annum returns. Once investors actually make 5 or more investments, they have 97% chance of actually having a gross positive return.
So what are the other success factors in startup investing?
What we've also noticed is that as people begin, it's very useful for them to be able to join a community of like-minded investors that can share their previous experiences, their knowledge, their best practices, and this really helps people getting off the ground much, much quicker rather than having to go through the whole experience cycle themselves.
And what advice, finally, would you give to people looking to start up or invest?
Yeah, so it's important that the investors can invest using some type of syndication vehicle so that they can invest much smaller amounts, and then we can regroup the investments as a whole into the startup. And this reduces strongly the number of investors that the startup actually has to deal with. So we've tried to compile a lot of information around our previous experience, and we will be very much looking forward to sharing this with the Dukascopy TV viewers in the upcoming months.
Fantastic. Well, André, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you back in the studios.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jessica.
Well, that's all that we have time for today. But for all the latest Dukascopy updates, do keep clicking back. Goodbye for now.